Hi dear Africa Business Jumpstarters, this is Dr. Harnet, your Africa business trainer online and offline, and warm regards again from the beautiful continent, in particular from Rwanda. So today I would like to introduce to you some changes in the tourism industry. So first of all, it is so important that you reduce your risk, and you can do so by not only focusing on international tourists, but to really roll out tourism offerings for national tourism, regional tourism, and international tourism. That way you can mitigate your risk. There has been a call for the need of national tourism from the government of Uganda and from the government of Nigeria, and both calls came before the pandemic hit. So there's a real need and trend to make entertainment, tourism offerings, tours available to Africans locally. The next big thing then really is regional tourism, because Africans are earning more by and large, and therefore they're also traveling and exploring their own continent. And that is a really big trend happening. And then of course, international tourism will never stop. And you can make that offering as well, but you should not focus only on international tourism. My tip also is that in the big sector of international tourism, to really carve out a niche for business tourism, because the business people are the first people that will return and travel to the continent as soon as they're able to. Why? Because they have business to do. And these business people usually come for meetings or things they have to sort out, and then they have half a day or a day to add to have an experience in the country. And these are very unique offerings. And cultural tours, for example, is a beautiful way to foster both to local tourists, to regional tourists, and to international tourists, especially the business travelers. And I want to give you a quick introduction of how such a cultural tour may look like in the context of Africa. So we're starting with the cultural tour. We looked at traditional houses, how they're made from mud and stones. So there are several units within one courtyard.
This banana tree. So when you plant a banana tree, it will be harvested after 12 months. It means it's 1 year.
So we learned about the banana, and there are different kind of bananas. So there's the ones that we all enjoy eating, then there's the ones for cooking, and the ones to make beer. So he explained, if the stem is green like this, can you see it's really nice and green, then this is a tree for the fruits. Can you see how beautiful green it is? So that is the banana tree for the fruits that we can eat. Then if we look over here, this is also fairly green, but it has a lot of brown mixed. So when you see a lot of brown in the stem, he explained, it is for cooking banana. And then you have the third option, which is the one for the banana wine, which is the really dark tree. Look at that, the dark stem. Look at that. It's also banana, but look at the stem. It is dark. Isn't that amazing? Have you just learned something new about banana and the different types of banana trees in Africa? So that can be part of any cultural tour wherever in Africa you are. Look, we're eating bananas every day, be it in Europe, in the US, or in Africa. But most of us haven't really got a clue how to plant them, how to differentiate them, or how to understand when a banana is ripe. So now Justice is trying to harvest the banana after my son asked, when do you know that the banana is ripe and ready for harvest? So now we're learning the process of making banana beer and banana wine. So what you cannot see yet, some of the banana for the purpose of beer and wine making have been covered here for the last few days. Oh, Let's get out of the way, it's a bit dusty. So they're covering them here in a hole that has been prepared to, you know, make the bananas warm and hot and help them ferment, probably. So, dear Africa Business Jam Starters, this is all part of the cultural tour that you can start anywhere in Africa. This tour lasts about 1 hour, and we're not far from the Akagera National Park, and our tour guide for the cultural tour is actually a member of the Akagera National Park, as you can see on his shirt also. So in Eritrea and Ethiopia we have honey wine, which also tastes very, very nice. I would be curious to see if this one tastes similar. But that is something also you can commercially produce and sell. Most of it is just locally produced, and it's very rare to find it commercially produced. But I believe this is something that could be very interesting for tourism if you're interested in manufacturing locally. The beauty about preparing and leading cultural tours in Africa is that it provides, of course, income generation for you, the tour company, but it also provides income generation for local communities. And on top of that, I think it helps, you know, also bridging the gaps that we very often have. We are in the middle of a village, in the middle of a banana plantation, somewhere in eastern Rwanda, not far from Akagera Park and the Tanzanian border. And they're showing us how to prepare banana beer and banana wine. And of course everyone wants to see. That's like a show for them, not just for us. Okay, so now they're covering the banana with the grass. Usually they do it with the green grass, but we're in the dry season, so they're using the hay. And that's how they're squeezing out the juice out of the banana. So a cultural tour like this can be so easily be put together by those of you who are living on the continent, by those of you in the diaspora. You can put these tours together on the ground and then sell the tours from afar through social media marketing, for example, and by partnering with tour agencies internationally. It is one of the easiest way to start a business. It is a shoestring budget business model because really the tourists will pay for the tour, and from that money you will then rent a car before you maybe own your own tour car or safari car. And the rest of the money is your income, and of course some of it goes to the local communities, which is fantastic. Filtering. He's going with a big chunk of hay to filter all the grass out.
But they boil the one for drinking without yeast. Like when you want to drink the juice, you will need the one which is cooked. But the one to make banana, you don't need.
this for the beer?
Yeah, now it's like a beer processing.
It's done.
Yeah, and not the beer. So we need to put the cassava, like
The
flour.
cassava flour.
Yeah, and then
For fermenting. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So now you can see the sorghum. Now they are going to grind them locally. This is a big stone, and this is a smaller stone. So she will need to crush the sorghum. And if you want also, you can.
Try it. Let her show us first. So look, this is maybe what, 200 grams of flour. Oh, she's just adding some more. I'm doing so well, she's adding more.
Yeah,
So basically, after a couple of days, they will see, someone who is experienced will see if the beer is ready, and they use this giant straw to taste it when the beer is in the hole. Right now we didn't put it in the hole, but they're just demonstrating. Okay. Not yet. Not yet ready.
he says when he finishes this one, he feels drunk. So when he doesn't need to be drunk, he can drink a half of it.
Half of it, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you drink one of those, you'll be drunk. Urabeho, Urabeho. Urabeho.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, so just when we thought the cultural tour was over, we stopped about 100 meters further down, and we are going to see a blacksmith. So this is the original fan that was used by the grandfather or the father of the older man. He still has it. And it went through 3 generations, from the grandparents and then him for 40 years, and now his son. So the father is accompanying us to the car. They said in Rwandan culture, you're accompanying the guests when they leave, and I told them it's the same in our culture, Eritrean and Ethiopian culture. And that's it, we're off to Akagera Park. And yes, tourism is thriving in Africa. Hi dear Africa Business Jumpstarters, if you would like to start a business or investment on the continent of Africa, and you're looking for some guidance and a go-getter community, then I suggest you join our Africa Business Academy. Our Africa Business Academy is my inner circle of members. We are a go-getter community who are building their businesses and investments in Africa in real time. You're getting access to experts and business and investment insights and opportunities on the continent. And now I'm a bit lost because I was actually walking through a little path up, but I'm just focusing on you. So join our Africa Business Academy, and the link for you is below. I'll see you in our group. Goodbye for now.